We like to start every episode with a disclaimer that we are not professionals. Our conversations are solely based on our personal experiences, thoughts, and opinions. Nothing discussed here is meant to be taken as professional mental health or medical advice. If you have questions or need assistance, please seek the help of a licensed professional.
Discussions in this podcast may sometimes revolve around heavy material such as abuse, grooming, religious trauma, etc. Please listen with caution and prioritize your mental health first.
I like this shirt.
Absolutely nothing. Thank you.
Is it even a shirt?
Yes, it is a shirt. I have worn lingerie as a shirt, but this is actually not one of those times. This is a shirt.
Miraculous.
It's a 50-50 shot on if I'm wearing clothes or lingerie out in public.
Is it underwear or is it clothing? The world will never know.
And the world will never care. To me, it's a piece of fabric. That's why I'm like, bathing suits are you and your underwear. Like, it's the same thing.
Okay, facts. Yes, I'm right there with you.
Yeah, it's like, people are saying the same shit. It doesn't matter what we call the fabric that's over it. Am I crazy?
You're not crazy.
Okay.
Only sometimes.
I'm not crazy about that. I'm crazy, but I'm not crazy about that.
Welcome to Trauma Bondage, the podcast where we talk about trauma, kinks, and non-traditional lifestyles and relationships from a queer lens.
The queerest lens there ever was.
Hi, we are your hosts, Brigitte
And Beth.
Hey, boo.
Hey, boo.
How
What
goes
are we
it?
doing today?
We match.
We do, but this was a little on purpose. A lot of times it's accidental, but I asked you what you were wearing.
Okay, fair.
But then I didn't want to wear the exact same thing. I just wanted to mirror the leather look.
You didn't want to be twinsies with me?
I do, but
I try to get
in
my
a
wife to
cute
be
way.
twinsies with me, and she hates it.
That's because she's a mask lesbian bitch.
She started kind of doing it.
Yeah.
Like, she'll see what I'm wearing, then she'll wear, the same colors. And I'm like, haha, bitch, got you.
Got you, bitch. I do that with my girlfriend, too. Really cute, side story before we talk about what we're talking about today. When we first started talking, this was not my idea, by the way. She asked me if we could get matching nails.
Oh, I remember this.
2 weeks
You
in.
guys have, the same little flame nails.
Yeah, we had
Cute.
butterflies.
You did have butterflies.
Within the first 2 weeks of talking. And I was like, are you trying to get married? What is happening right now?
Gay.
So fucking gay. And I mean, the rest is history. But we
Here
love
we are.
twinning. We love twinning.
We do love twinning.
It's really cute.
Mm-hmm.
Some people have a problem with it, but fuck those people.
Well, Bethany, what are we talking about today?
Bridget. So this is going to be a really fun, probably unhinged episode. I'm here for it, though.
They all are at this
They
rate,
all are.
honestly.
They all are. But this one, we are talking about icks and turn-ons.
Yay.
Yay. I love talking about what turns me on and what makes me want to throw up at the same time.
What are your icks and what are your kicks?
What are your icks and what are your kicks? Should we go through icks first?
Yeah.
Because we have some submitted by some of our listeners, and
yeah.
we both have a fucking laundry list, I'm sure.
I want to hear all of those.
Okay.
And we can talk about them.
Okay.
And I want to see if a lot of them are similar to ours. Or
Okay.
if they're something I've never thought about and if I need to
Yeah.
be worried about it.
Yeah, yeah.
Because we've had icks in the past, our country titties.
Titties.
Let's not forget about that. Titties.
Yeah.
Titties.
Trigger
Shout
warning,
out, Bryn.
Bren. Trigger warning.
Two
you
kinds of
said
people.
shout out.
So yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Okay.
And turn-ons.
Let's talk about what icks are first, because I think everybody knows, but I always like to preface just in case.
I know you love your definitions.
I like to define things so that people know what the fuck is happening, because I'm confused 90% of the time about everything.
If you listened to the last episode, you know that we both grew up reading the dictionary. So we love definitions.
We like to put a label on things. Okay, so icks are... I feel like they're a little different from turn-offs, because turn-offs are things that are just very clearly something that is a turn-off.
Yeah.
Something like bad hygiene.
Yeah, the red flags and stuff like that.
Yeah.
These are the cringy ones.
These are cringy things that sometimes can be very specific to the person that has them and be completely random and be something that nobody else is even thinking about or noticing, but for you, it's an ick.
Yeah.
So some of the ones we got submitted are just, in my opinion, turn-offs, and some of them are icks.
Okay.
Okay, so the listeners submitted a couple of different icks. This one's actually really funny. Ick. Men being silent during sex or head. Are you having fun or not, fucker?
Okay, no, that's fair.
It's fair,
I'm sorry.
yeah.
Have you ever fucked anybody who's just it's fucking
Yes.
a corpse because they're
Asshole
not
girl.
saying any.
Shout out to episode 1. Episode 2, actually. Episode 2, asshole girl.
Pure
she was
silence.
silent like a fucking monk. And I was like, why are we doing this?
Yeah.
What is happening? Some people I think are silent because they grew up maybe having sex in an environment where like they couldn't be loud, and they like have like it branded into their brain that they like can't make noise. But I'm like, get over that.
We're like in our 30s.
Yeah. You better fucking make all the noises.
You don't
better
have to be
tell
loud.
me.
Just like anything.
Give me something.
Anything.
Yeah.
I'm not into necrophilia. Leave me alone.
No, but we do have auditory kinks. So like we need to hear what is happening for you.
That's a kick.
I like, this might be TMI. This whole podcast is TMI. What am I saying? I like having somebody like record themselves having an orgasm and like sending them to me like midday.
I was going to say, I do that all the time. I don't send you those, and I probably never will. But
No, please don't. I would be traumatized.
like, no. But yes.
But yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm like,
Oh,
I want to hear what you sound like.
I also like to do that too, like send them to
Oh,
people.
1000%.
Because I love the reaction. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I like doing it just audio, no video. So it's like the torture of like, you can't see, like you can only hear. Mm-hmm. That's just me being a brat though. Mm-hmm. So anyways, listener, whoever you are, we agree. We agree. That is an ick.
Big ick.
I know who submitted this one. One of my really good friends, Baby Talk. So like any kind of like, I actually remember a story that this friend specifically told me about how she was dating like this like NFL player, someone that was like really hot, had a really good career, like money, everything. And he lost her because he texted her saying something like, "What's my little baby up to this morning?" And she immediately got the ick and never she ghosted.
I would too.
Yeah.
Rightfully so.
Baby Talk is bad.
I mean, okay, like everybody has their thing. Like obviously if you're in like an age play or like a mommy daddy little situation, that's going to be part of it.
Right.
A little bit.
It doesn't
So, like,
need
not
to come out of nowhere though.
But like if that's not part of the dynamic already, or it's not something that's like already infused into your relationship.
Yeah.
Let's not
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah. No baby talk. Not like that. Don't. No. Because then it just makes you feel like you're in a dynamic with a parent, like an actual parent, and then it's like really weird. It's really weird. We hate it. Another one is shyness accompanied by unwillingness, which that sounds like a little more like deep, but I actually really agree with that one. Like, I don't think I've ever been like turned on by a person with a personality that's like shy and also like they just don't have like a very sexual like personality or energy about them.
I mean, there are people who do love that, right? You've got like the guys that have like the weird like virgin complex where they're like, oh, I want somebody who doesn't.
Yeah, I'm not one of them.
Like coy and da da da. No, of course, this whole podcast would never ever exist, and or like nobody would believe that if you told them that you were into that, because they'd be like, bitch, no.
No, I'm like, I want you to like. Unless we're like in a CNC scene, like I want you to be.
Even then.
Yeah. You're still willing.
Different.
Yeah. No. This is another one. And this one to me is technically not an ick. I think it's more of a turn off. But when girls have bad breath. I think that's just a turn off, right?
Sorry, halitosis, girlies.
That's something that's probably universally something that.
Just gonna hold your hand.
I was
going
gonna say, are you trying to hold hands with me?
Yeah.
Is this anyone's ick? We're gonna keep doing it if it is. But yeah, like bad hygiene is just like universally, I think, a turn off.
We have a whole episode about hygiene and sex health and why that's not fun.
Yeah. So that's everything that we got from the listeners. I will go ahead and tell you a couple of mine.
Tell me some of yours.
And then, yeah, I know you have a few.
Which some of mine might be considered turnoffs. I think that's
we can talk about both.
But yeah.
We can talk about icks and turnoffs. So this one's definitely an ick because like it doesn't really make sense that I don't like this. but I don't. I fucking hate it when people have taken in their bio with like the lock and key emoji. I want to vomit when I see it.
That's because you're non-monogamous.
Maybe. I hate it.
Gives me the ick.
But it's also because the people that I know that have that are always in the worst relationships, the most toxic relationships. And I'm like, bitch, I know your girlfriend made you put that in there.
I was that person, and it's because my partners at the time wanted it in there. I know. Even in non-monogamy.
Oh my God.
Weird, right?
No. Weird. Toxic.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Learned that the hard
That's
way.
an ick. Yeah. I like literally get like, like when I see it, I'm like, ooh.
That's
like,
the ick.
Yeah.
The ick is permeating your body.
I also pretty much everything men do gives me the ick. Breathing, existing. But I have another funny one that a friend told me that's also an ick of mine, so I relate to it. But like when men chase ping pong balls.
Okay,
or like any kind of ball.
You said this, and I'm so confused. And I know exactly who you're talking about. Who said this? And I like there has to be a history here.
No, it's the eagerness. It's like them getting excited and like not being able to control like the excitement of like
being a golden retriever,
chasing something. Yes, it's like oh like don't like.
Well, what are they supposed to do?
Walk over to it.
Oh, they like
once it
fucking run at
lands.
the ball?
Don't like get super excited and then just start like bizarrely throwing your body around in the space and trying to get this ball, unless you're actually a fucking ninja and can just fucking catch it and it looks cool. But most men cannot do that. Like they just run after it.
And they're like,
yeah, like they're trying to grab it and they can't. It's like
it's bouncing.
It's the same thing as when like, okay, this is another ick of mine. When like you're at a table with somebody and you're like at dinner and like they try to get the waiter's attention and the waiter completely ignores them and then they like just keep talking like it didn't happen. I'm always like, I'm like embarrassed. It's like secondhand embarrassment and then I get the ick. Is this a me problem or?
It's a you problem.
Well, I feel like that's what icks are.
Ick.
Icks are a me problem.
Mountain Dew obsessions.
Came out of fucking left field. What? What do you have against Mountain Dew?
No. It's not against Mountain Dew. It's like people who are obsessed with Mountain Dew. Have you ever met one of these people? It's like a fucking cult.
Actually, yeah. Now that you mention it, I know exactly the type of people you're talking about.
There was a guy that I dated like way back when that like Mountain Dew everything. Like to the point where like even like the Coke like the bottles and the cans, like he kept all of his empty fucking cans that he drank in like a bin. Because he was like collecting them because they were like collectible items. Mm-hmm. And
anybody
had, like, Mountain Dew pajama pants and like Mountain Dew like paraphernalia all over his bedroom. Mountain Dew sheets. Like obsession.
What? No.
Yeah.
I mean, that's coming from a place of real trauma for you.
Yeah. But the thing is like the guy was great. Like he was wonderful. Like you would never guess
that he was such a weirdo.
Yes.
With Mountain Dew. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really interesting.
Obsession.
How many did he drink a day?
I have no fucking idea.
But like a lot?
Long enough to know that.
You got the ick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Disney adults. Don't even get me started on Disney adults. I have like such a visceral reaction to them.
Yeah.
Because I feel like their brains are trapped in like this weird la la land that's not real.
Trauma.
And yes, maybe it shouldn't be an ick, but it is.
To clarify, the difference between a Disney adult is that like it's not like, oh, like I'm an adult who enjoys Disney and like would go to Disney World. No. These are the people that are like borderline obsessed. Everything Disney are like spending their life savings on everything. They wear the costumes to the to the parks.
Yeah. They incorporate it into their marriages and their weddings and their everything. Like it's too much.
There's only one Disney adult that I will allow, and it's this guy on TikTok that like goes and buys all the pins and like opens up all the pins. I'm obsessed with him because he's like adorable. Yeah, and he it's not like infused into his personality. It's more like he's a collector. So I'm like, that's fine.
Yeah,
like you have 8 billion Funko Pops. That's fine.
That's fine. We'll allow that.
Like it's not his entire personality.
It is weird when it's an entire personality. I get the ick very quickly. Anybody that when I was on the dating apps and like talking to people, anybody that mentioned anything related to like Disney, I was like immediately no. Like
oh no.
I'm that like strongly like opinionated about it.
That's sad.
Also, like CrossFit is an ick.
What?
CrossFit is an ick for me.
Like doing CrossFit or
being
people who do?
being in the cult of CrossFit.
Oh, yeah. It's like Orange Theory.
Yes. I'm like, oh my God, you can, like, everyone can just work out. Like, we can just work out.
Yeah.
Don't make it like like, you're not doing anything special.
Yeah.
You're throwing a tire around.
That's one of mine, the over-exaggeration.
Yes.
Things. It not just like the in-bed thing, but like I did somebody who like had been in the gym for like 3 weeks and they're like, I'm a gym rat. I'm like, bitch, you are like...
You were a gym beginner.
You are doing like curls with like 5 pounds. Like you're not a gym rat. Like you just...
Yeah.
You're just there.
Yeah.
All the time for funsies for 3 weeks and then you stopped going.
The over-exaggeration, or like, I think another ick that I have is when people like hop on new bandwagons like every 5 minutes. Like I cannot date people that are like that. Like they don't know what they like at all.
They have no personal interest.
No. It's just everything everybody else does. It's like such an ick for me.
You can usually catch on to people like that like they want to make themselves more interesting to someone else.
Yeah.
So they automatically start infusing their whole life about it. I feel like we're looking into each other's soul right now.
No,
'cause
I
we
know
exactly what we're thinking. I love that. Secrets. But yeah.
Don't make friends.
Yeah, icky.
Okay, this is another one that I have that's like probably not very nice, but
Is anything very nice?
no. When somebody is in like a social situation, like if I'm dating somebody and they're in a social situation and they're talking without being like, if they get like overly excited about something and they just start like going off about something and rambling and like they're not reading the room, like if they can't perceive that the people they're talking to are not interested anymore, I'm like, we have to break up. We have to break up because like you're embarrassing me now, and that's an ick. And like you don't realize that everyone's hating what you're saying right now.
What's so hard is that unfortunately sometimes that's like attributed to like an ADHD
Yes.
thing or autism,
Neurodivergence
or some
of some
kind
sort.
Of neurodivergence.
Yeah.
And it's like they can't control it.
No, but it's
the thing
still
is,
an
if
ick.
it's something that icks you out or like bothers you enough, then like
Yeah.
maybe that's not the relationship for you. So,
Exactly.
like, that's fair.
Yeah.
Ugh. I
What?
get that because I've been in your shoes on that one.
Yeah.
So I totally get that.
Yeah. I haven't dated anybody recently that's been like that, but like I have in the past, and I've just been like, ooh, like take it down, like a singular notch, please.
Yeah. Candy kids.
What's that?
The definition for it is like kids who are at like EDM festivals with all of the bracelets, like,
Oh.
and like they do the trades and stuff like that. Like, if I were to go to a festival, like I don't want to do that. Like I don't want to trade with anybody. I don't want your sweaty plastic beads that you spent thousands of dollars on to come do this. Like, good for you if that's your
Yeah.
thing. Like, I don't know why. It just immediately I'm like, And on top of that, Swifties.
Oh,
Like
we
the
could
diehard
talk
Swifties, because they're also
hours.
candy kids. They're
Yes.
just like mainstream
Swifties?
pop candy kids.
Disney adults,
Yeah,
same level.
I can't
It's like
do
the
it.
same type of person.
I can't do it.
No, ick. Like I can't. I've never. Not gonna say never. I did date somebody for a very long time that's a Swiftie, but it wasn't to the level of like obsession. Yeah,
Like my wife likes Taylor Swift's
Right.
music,
that's fine.
but she's not gonna sell a kidney to go to the concert.
Yes.
She's not gonna like spend all of her money on like beads and like cry about it and like plan all the outfits and da 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 da.
It's so weird to me because
like it.
I'm just like, I guess actually this is how I feel about anything. Anytime you revolve like your entire personality around somebody else, like a celebrity or like a movie or something like that, it is like an ick for me because it makes me feel like this person has no idea who they actually are. And like, it's embarrassing that like you are literally crying about somebody else's love life that has never met you and like will never know who you are. That's weird as fuck. Like, or the people that spend hours of their day like researching things about like Taylor Swift to try to find like Easter eggs in her videos.
Yeah.
Like that's a thing.
Gotta have something better to do with your life.
Please.
Yeah.
Please. Yeah.
Don't make it your entire personality. That's
It's an ick.
yeah. It
It's
can
an
be
ick.
like a hobby.
And here's the
but-
thing. Just because we have these icks does not mean you have to.
Oh
You-
no.
You can like them.
You have your own icks. We promise.
You can like these things that we hate, but that does not mean that we don't hate them anymore. Do you have an ick about chewing? Like any kind of like
Not really.
eating ick?
No, I know some people like they hate like the sound of like smacking or like chewing gum or anything like that, and they'll just be like, "Fucking stop." But that's like an actual like phobia,
Wolfie hates it.
isn't it?
It can be. Yeah. Ooh, I hate that.
Yeah.
I don't like that. That's why I can't do ASMR. I don't like ASMR because like
They do like
that's
the
an ick
weird
to me.
mouth stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't really bother me. I don't have an issue, but it's not like a ooh, please make that noise in my ear. Like I'm not like ooh.
I like that.
Yeah, it's just kind of like a
Can we talk about like cringy TikTok lesbians giving us
hey
the
mamas,
ick? Hey mama.
hey mamas
No.
lesbians.
No, absolutely not. There are like a select few people that can do like a hey mamas like thing, and like I won't get icked out by it. Like, or they can act like a hey mamas. Like my girlfriend is one of them. Like but she does it as a joke.
Yeah. They're not actually.
They're not
being
actually-
hey mamas. People who are like that is their thing.
That is their actual
Ew.
personality. Yeah.
I hate it.
There are some TikToks that I have seen recently that I have literally had to hide my face in a pillow because I'm cringing so hard and I cannot watch or like actually listen to them from like TikTok lesbians. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yes.
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 Ooh woo girls.
Ooh, girls?
Yeah. Wolf gets it. If you're a gamer. Ooh woo.
Oh, I hate that.
Yeah. Ooh woo.
Dated a couple.
I mean, I'm not surprised. Wolfie.
That makes
Yeah, ooh
sense. That
girls
tracks.
are like, I'm such a baka. Fuck. Thank you. Yes. Like my.
I don't even know what this is, and I just got the
It's
ick.
like a pseudo like anime world where people like start infusing it into their personality,
No.
like what characters are and like these
No.
things in it. Ugh.
No, I could die.
You can like anime, you can like manga, you can like all those things. There are things that I really enjoy
Yeah.
that are in that world. But the second you start utilizing it and becoming the character,
Yeah.
all
Out.
bets are off. Goodbye.
Out. Have you seen recently the like AI live videos on TikTok of people like pretending like they're AI?
Oh,
Those
where
are
they're
an
like
ick.
the robot
Yes.
thing. I mean, but like
I know they're making money.
I'm gonna be a conspiracy theorist, but like, are they AI?
They might be.
Or are they real robots? Like the whole, what is that lady that got taken off the airplane? She was like, that person back there is not real.
That man back there is not real.
What, like, right.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. But whatever it is, it's an ick. I don't
Yeah,
like it. I
it's
have to
weird.
scroll past it so quickly because I'm like, ugh, I
Are you
just
talking about
really
the-
can't.
Ooh, ice cream's so good.
Yes. Yes. Yes, I see it, and I see it all the time. I don't know why it's all over my fucking For You page. And I'm like, I have never given you guys any indication that I like this. I scroll past it so fast because I'm like, literally, I can't watch it. It's an ick. It's such a bad ick. I have so many more icks than I thought. I also have an ick, because we were talking about eating earlier. I have an ick with people when they like eat so quickly that like you can tell they're not tasting their food. I don't know why it's an ick to me, but I'm like, stop. Like,
Enjoy
be
your food.
civilized. Like, be
my
a
God.
civilized human. And like, I mean, I get it. It's like if you're like on your lunch break and you only have 30 minutes or whatever. But if we're going down to like a fucking 5-star dinner and you're like shoveling food in your mouth like you haven't eaten all day, I'm gonna be across the table being like,
So judgy. I'm kidding. I don't care.
I can't help it.
I have my
Icks
own
are just
personal
icks.
ick that I used to do that I've grown out of. But whenever I would get an ice cream cone,
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't lick it. I would only eat it with a spoon.
Why?
I don't know.
That's the whole point of putting it in a fucking cone.
I know.
But it's an ick that you have that you used to do.
I used to do that.
But
I,
now
like,
it's an ick because you're over it.
I'm over it.
Yeah.
It's like my OCD finally relinquished its hold on me.
Yeah.
And was like, here, you can lick this ice cream now. And maybe it's just because I've gotten gayer with time, but like I
Yeah.
really needed to have a spoon for my coned ice cream.
Yeah. That's a choice.
Weird.
That's a choice.
Yeah.
I saw an ick the other day that I actually relate to a lot. I've never actually seen this in person, but when I saw it, I was like, this is an ick. If you go underwater when a bunch of people are swimming, like doggy paddling, and look at like how their feet and legs are moving, it's like such an ick. They're
Do you
literally
do
just-
this on the regular?
They're just no. It was on a video that I saw. And when I saw it, I was like, oh, I've never seen this in real life. I've never gone under and like watched people doggy paddle. But it's really bad. I'll show you after the episode.
Is this on your TikTok?
Yeah.
What is wrong with your For You page?
I don't know. What does yours look like?
It is a bunch of like masked lesbian thirst traps, which have like dwindled down. Really cute little quotes, like lovey ones. Some smutty fucking shit.
Same.
Up in there.
I have that.
HGTV because I'm that lesbian.
I don't have any of that.
I know, honey.
I'm
Do you know how to use a drill?
No.
Exactly.
No. That's why I need a daddy. Shut the fuck up. You know how to use one.
I do. I'm that lesbian. You would never guess it.
I get some weird shit on my For You page, and I really don't know why. Yours sounds normal.
Yeah. Okay. So recently, the what was it, like TLC used to have that show about people who were in love with like inanimate objects.
That's an ick.
Like the lady with the Eiffel Tower with like a slug trail because she like was grinding against it.
Yeah.
And then the other person who was in love with like a ride, like a theme park ride, and like was like making out with one of it and had like its grease all over their face. Like it was a whole thing. And then they like broke up, and then that person was in love with like some.
He had a
other
one-sided
structure.
breakup with a structure.
Yeah. And then was in love with something else, and they were dating instead. And then there was another guy who was in love with his car, but of course the car broke down, so like he had to like, it was like a death, and had to mourn the car.
I just really don't know what to say.
People be crazy.
I mean, like, I guess it's not hurting anybody, but
the fact that it was a TV show.
The fact that there are enough people on this planet in love with inanimate objects for it to be on TV is like what really blows my mind.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. It's not hurting anybody. I mean, it's hurting me when I hear about it.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's not hurting anybody. It's fine.
It is fine.
It's just a little...
Is it fine?
Is it fine?
I don't know.
I don't know. We'll come back to that. We're going to Google, is it fine? We'll figure it out. Is everything fine? Are we okay?
No, we're not okay.
Okay. Is that all the icks you have? I could keep going on and on, but I think by the end of the episode, I will end up sounding like the biggest fucking asshole on the face of the planet. So I'm going to stop.
People who try to like demean you to get something out of you.
Ugh.
Like Tales
It's
of
negging.
Straight, yeah.
Negging is an
I
ick.
fucking hate negging.
Yeah.
Like Tales of Straight Bridget, like there was this guy that I did. It was the fucking fallen angel, like the fucking weirdo. And like towards the end when I was just like, I don't want to do or be with this dude anymore. His thing was all like, oh yeah, like nobody has ever gotten me off by going down on me. You should try. And I'm like, that's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. I will call you out on that. Don't.
That's manipulation.
It's manipulation.
Yeah.
It's gross.
That's an ick.
Yeah. Major ick.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't know if there was just like this group, like there must have been an online thing where people are like, oh, this is a tactic. And so we use it, but I hate negging.
Oh, no. Negging?
And it's more of a turn off than probably an ick, but like.
It's not.
Some people feed into it and they love it. So I'm just kind of like.
I cannot relate. As much as
Ew.
I love verbal abuse from people that like.
Not like that.
Not like that. No. Don't neg me. It's like one of those.
Sorry. Sorry, go ahead.
just happened for you?
Go ahead. I had a flashback to a terrible memory.
Well, I was just gonna say it's similar to like degradation and like how you have to walk that line very finely and like figure out what people are okay with and not okay with first. Don't just neg somebody out of the blue. Mm-hmm. Because like usually you're saying some dumb shit or rude shit about them to try to get them to do something.
Yeah.
No.
Don't do it.
Anyways, what was your memory?
Sorry, my
Can you talk about
flashback
it?
was people who make like weird faces when they orgasm. I know. You have a flashback. I had a flashback, and I was uncomfortable.
What did it look like?
This
Recreate it.
girl that I dated.
Oh no.
Early
this really is an
on.
ick. This is an ick.
We would do a lot of like tribbing
Yeah, as you do.
because it just worked. Like it
Yeah.
worked for us. That was our thing. And she was a top. And when she would get there, like, because usually, like, your head's, like, here, and they're, like,
Right,
breathing
you
and
can't
stuff like
really
that.
see, yeah.
When she would get there, she would lift herself up as she was finishing and look me directly in the eyes and, like, bug out. Like, it was...
Secondhand trauma from that.
If you knew the amount of times that I had to surreptitiously turn a laugh into a moan in those moments. Talk about earning my acting degree, okay? Like, I would be like, I was like, oh my God, no. And I'd be like so close and it would be gone.
Why didn't you just start closing your eyes? I would just start closing my eyes.
Because if I did that, she would tell me to look at her.
No, I don't want to look at your stupid fucking face right now. I don't, like, get there, but, like, don't make me watch.
It was awful.
No.
Awful.
No, that's so bad.
And the worst part is that I dated this person for, like, years.
Bridget,
And put up with that.
how did you even have sex with her?
4 years. Because thankfully I would be like, let's try something else.
Yeah, so you didn't have to see.
Yeah.
But if I knew that was happening, like, even out of eye shot, I would be like, oop, I know what just happened. Yeah.
I couldn't do it.
No, I have similar experiences with people, but, like, not anybody that I've, like, dated for, like, a long period of time. Like, thankfully the people I've dated have been, like, fucking normal when they come. Like, it hasn't been anything crazy. I feel like the bad experiences I've had, honestly, with that are with men, usually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And, like, the way that their faces are, like, I'm just like, look away.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's probably because of the way I feel about men, though. I don't know if it has anything to do with them.
Men.
An ick.
Yeah. An ick men.
We sounded like we were starting off like a really dramatic novel.
Yeah. Trying to fuck me after we've been, like, out all day and not washing your hands.
I have another one.
You know what I mean?
Along
like,
those
Like, you've been
lines.
touching stuff and, like, money and shit like that. And then, like, they're like, haha. And you're like,
Yeah. Do not eat all day, not brush your teeth, and then try to go down on me. Don't do that. Or just, like, bad, like, hygiene in general. I know I said earlier that's, like, a universal thing, but, like, it's a turn off, not really an ick. But, like, I'm like a senses person. I need for you to, like, smell good, taste good, sound good. And if that's not happening, then I'm
even, like, other people's hygiene. So I used to have, I have an
Yes.
ex that, like, when we were together, whatever, like, everything was fine. Everything was good. They immediately after dated this girl who did not brush her teeth. Ever.
How did you know?
Because I knew her.
Oh.
And you could see it.
Oh.
Like, it was that bad. Like, literally, it was so bad. You could see, like, anything she ate, like, anything, like, in her teeth all the time. Like, the plaque buildup. They were, like, really yellow and gross. Just gross. And I was like, why the fuck are you dating this person? And they, like, they would make out and they would have sex and stuff like that. At the same time, this person kept trying to sleep with me. And I was like, if you are fucking that,
Yep.
you are not touching me.
You are not touching this. Nope. Yep.
Because I don't want to be fucking that via you.
I don't want to get secondhand plaque buildup on my teeth.
Or elsewhere. Like, I was like, ew.
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely.
Hygiene just in general, ick.
Yeah, we talked about this in previous episodes.
Yeah.
It's important.
It's so
very
important.
It's so important.
Okay.
Let's talk about turn-ons.
Yeah, that's the fun one.
I'm going to read a couple from the listeners,
Yes.
and then we can talk about our
Proactive
own.
communication. Such a turn on.
I was like, are you turned on right now?
Yes.
Turn-ons. Choking, smacking me in the face,
Yeah.
calling me dirty names. Bitch, we see you. You are at the right
We
place.
are you.
We are you. When they get up and bring you water after sex, and I know who submitted this one. It was my girlfriend. Because I do that.
Oh, okay.
For them.
Cute.
Yeah. Breathing in my ear. That's a turn on.
Yeah.
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 I like that too. As long as, like, I want you to be in my ear.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
My ears aren't like a thing. I like the breathing in the ear. I really don't like it when people try to, like, nibble on my ears.
I don't like a tongue in the ear. That's too much.
Don't make my ear wet.
Exactly, because
Stop
then
it.
it's gonna feel like a wet willy afterwards.
Thank
like
you.
it's not gonna be cute.
Yeah, I hate that.
Yeah.
I hate the tongue in the ear. And also, like, ew.
Yeah.
Like, I
Ew
clean
for
my
you.
ears. I clean my ears, like, religiously, but, like, it's still gonna taste weird.
Yeah, it's still gonna
a fucking
taste.
ear. Like,
What do you expect?
that, and then on top of it, for me specifically, because I have so many piercings, when people, like, try to bite on my ear, you just hear them, like, crunching on my piercing. And I'm like, no, please go away. by anything else.
We're back to turn-offs.
Anything else.
We're straight back to turn-offs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the breathing, fuck yeah.
Breathing is good.
Breathe.
Light breathing.
Whatever.
Don't breathe so hard that I'm getting your saliva in my eardrum.
Spittle.
Yeah. Turn on is confidence. I mean, I think that's a turn on for everybody.
Not cockiness, confidence.
Yeah. That was it that we got submitted for turn-ons, but we have so many that we can talk about between me and you.
Drummers.
Wait, what?
Drummers.
Fucking drummers.
I love drummers.
Oh my God.
I don't know what it is. Drummers.
Musicians in general.
Drummers.
You like drummers?
Drummers. We already know this.
Yeah, that's true. I like lead guitarists and singers.
Yeah, you're dating
That's what we found out.
You're like, I have to say it.
Yeah. No, I mean,
I love drummers.
I fucking love musicians. I don't really care what they play.
Because obviously there's the drummer that we have both been around, that we know about all of that. And then, like, my wife actually plays drums.
Really?
Yeah.
Sweet baby Jen?
Yeah.
This was news to everybody.
I know. It was news to me, too. She doesn't do it very often. We don't have, like, a kit for her. But
Yeah.
she plays.
That's so hot.
She also is one of those, like, talent in general is hot to me.
Yes.
Like, any kind of talent.
Yes.
But she can also, like, pick up any instrument and, like,
Yep.
play it. Somebody that I'm currently talking to, also a drummer. They can also play the guitar.
I know who it is, right?
Yes. But also a drummer.
Okay.
And, like, didn't fucking lead with that when we first started talking. And I was like, what the fuck?
You were like,
when they
how
told
did
me,
you not guess this was
was
my
like-
biggest turn on?
I was like, oh. So I was like, okay, you have to play for me now. Like,
Yeah.
I will die.
Yeah, 100%. I think I'm like super attracted to anybody who's a singer, a guitarist, a drummer, like electric guitarist.
Yeah.
I'm not attracted to people that play like piano or like cello or like those type of musicians.
Ouch.
It's just
kidding.
not
I'm
really,
kidding.
they don't usually end up being my type.
I know.
You know
I'm
what I
not your
mean?
type.
We're not each other's types, but that's why we're besties. I think it's beautiful.
Yeah.
And I think it's like gorgeous.
It just
but
doesn't do it
it's-
for you.
No, it's not like sexy and hot.
Yeah.
One for me is like a dominant personality. Like my biggest turn on, like number one biggest turn on is when somebody is confident and walks into a room and like owns the space.
Like, everybody, like, it pays attention.
Everybody pays
Yeah.
attention to them. They can talk to anybody. Like they are like not shy. They're not like, and it doesn't mean that they're not quiet ever, but like when they're in the space, you can feel their energy.
It's like they kind of command, like, attention and
Yes.
respect. Yeah.
Yes, 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 yes.
I love that.
Yes, yes.
I do love that.
Yeah.
I'm right there with you.
Number one turn on.
Yeah.
It doesn't have, for me, like, it doesn't have anything to do, like, my turn ons don't have anything to do with, like, looks necessarily. Like, it sometimes does, but it's more like
Yeah.
the way that you carry yourself and the way that you interact with people.
Though I do love a good back tattoo.
Tattoos.
Tattoos in general.
How did we miss that? Tattoos,
We didn't miss
piercings.
it. We just talked about it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tattoos and piercings,
Yeah.
100%. I don't know that I would ever date somebody that didn't have tattoos at this point. So for me, I think you're probably the same way. Like, I cannot be like, I'm not like super turned on by people that like don't have like some sort of edge to them.
Oh.
You have to have an edge.
just a little bit.
Yeah. If it's a lot of it, that's even better. But like, yeah, you have to have like that, like, you have to have a dark side to your personality or like, we're not going to get each other. We're not going to understand each other at all. My girlfriend and I were actually talking about this morning. They were like, yeah, I'm like such a nice person. And I was like, yeah, but you also are a fucking demon too.
When you want to be.
Like,
When you
I
wanna
need
be.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I like a little edge. Yep.
Yeah. What about specific things that people like, actions that people take when you're with them that turn you on? Not like things about who they are, but like things that they do.
I like it when people are mean to me.
Same.
Like, be sweet to me, but like, be mean to me more.
Yeah. I like it when I don't know if you're interested or not.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. I love it
very
when people
toxic
are
of
mean
us.
to me. I know. It's so bad. I love it when they're mean to me.
It's because our parents weren't very nice to us growing up. So we learned what we like through trauma.
Trauma. But like, be mean to me, but also like, don't let me ever open a door for myself ever.
Absolutely.
But then continue to be mean to me.
Disrespect me
like-
respectfully.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So I know what you're saying. It's
Yeah.
like the keeping you guessing. Like you get bored easily. You need somebody
Yeah.
that's going to keep you
Keep
on
me on
your
my
toes.
Banter.
Banter.
Is such a turn on. If you're giving me one-worded answers and I have to carry the conversation, I can't fucking do it.
No, I think at that point that you're just dumb. Intelligence is one of my like
intelligence
biggest turn ons.
Yeah.
If you're not smart,
you have
then-
to keep the conversation going. That is a turn on.
So for me, we were talking about this in a previous episode, but I'm sapiosexual. Do you identify as sapio?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're sapiosexual. I need you to like be able to speak to my brain for
Yeah.
me to be turned on.
For people who don't know what sapiosexuality is, it's like being attracted to intelligence.
Yeah. And like a lot of attraction or like being turned on is brought on by like words or like things that people are saying or like the way that somebody is like existing in the world. Like you can just tell they're very intelligent.
The people that I've talked to that do that, I always tell them like, you tickle my brain in
Yes.
the right ways. And they're like, I've never heard that. Like, I really like that. And I'm like, yeah,
Yep.
like there's something about it. It's just, it feels like you're taking your nails and dragging them across
Yep.
my brain.
Please drag your nails across my brain.
Ooh.
I will love it.
Ooh.
Yeah, I feel like, and that's what I was saying, like in our previous episode about like sexting and like being able to verbally like stimulate my brain. Like
Yeah.
that's the biggest turn on. If you cannot do that, like I'm just not gonna be feeling it.
With that too is like passion.
Yes.
Not just like sexually, like I'm not talking about that. I mean like having something that you're very passionate and like when you talk about it, you light up about it.
Right.
Like, that's so hot to me.
Oh yeah.
It could be about the stupidest fucking thing.
Yep.
But I love that.
I think that goes along with drive. Like for me, I could not be with somebody that like wasn't driven. It doesn't matter how much money you make. That's not what it's about.
I don't care about what you make or what you do.
No.
But like having the go-getter attitude,
Ambition,
like
drive,
ambition. That's what
passion.
it is. Hot.
Those three, that's like a toxic cocktail of
Yeah.
I'm going to tear you apart with my teeth.
That and then like what pairs with that is like people who do have like the dreams and the goals and the ideas and all these things and talk about it all the time but never fucking do it. Like,
Nope. I've had friends like that before.
all words,
I
no
haven't
action.
really dated somebody like that, but
Oh, I did.
yeah.
We know I did.
Yeah.
A few of them.
Not cute. We hated that. That was an ick. I just gave myself the ick. I said, oop, that was an ick.
Ew.
I don't know that these are not like universal things that like everybody likes, but I feel like a lot of them are specific to the types of people we are. I think I just feel like we have a lot of them in common because we are similar people.
Yeah. It's so interesting. For some people, like nerdiness is such a turn on. Mm-hmm. Right? Mm-hmm. I spent my entire life as the biggest fucking nerd that I am, thinking that it was going to be like the worst thing ever when it came to dating. Like nobody was going to like it. And it's like my super power.
Yeah.
Like people are like, oh my God, I never would have pegged you for like somebody who's really
Nerdy.
into this and into this and like really nerdy and like knows a lot of random bullshit facts.
Yeah. But you are.
Possums like sugar cookies.
Yeah.
Example.
How did you know that?
Where? Because my sister and I fed possums sugar cookies.
Okay. Did you know that if you pour salt on a slug, it'll like disintegrate its
Oh my
body?
God. Yes, I know that. Why would you do that?
I don't do it, but I know
Anymore?
about it. No, I never did it. I watched my brothers do it. I yelled at them for
Accessory
it.
to murder.
Yeah, I really was. That's not the worst thing I've ever done. But yeah, random facts.
Random facts. Random skills.
Oh, 100%. Okay, this is an example. Can I give you an example?
Yeah, of course.
The other weekend when we went out, I was wearing a shirt. It was for our last girl's birthday. It was that night.
Yeah.
It was long sleeved and I thought it was going to be breathable. We go into the club. It's really, really hot and I start getting sweaty. My girlfriend looks at me and they're like, come here. And takes me to the bathroom, takes my shirt off, makes it into a fucking halter top somehow. And I'm just like, puts it on and I'm like, I'm immediately like cooled off. It looks super fucking cute. Nobody notices. And I'm like, that was so sexy.
What an aquamarine moment for you.
It literally was.
Did you ever watch that movie?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
When she like turns the t-shirt into a dress
Yeah.
and then she's like a cool girl.
That's literally what happened.
Oh my God.
But it was like,
You're dating a mermaid.
it literally was like, it was hot. I was like, that's so sexy that you know how to do that. And they were like, I just figured it out. And I'm like,
be a
that's even
mermaid.
hotter.
Oh
I'm like,
I
don't
was
fall
being a
off the
mermaid.
couch again. When you look at me like that, I just think of like 2-year-old Bridget getting into like all the shit.
Yeah. If I was
Yeah.
quiet, I was doing something wrong.
Same.
I still am like that.
Shout out to the bitches who never shut the fuck up.
I'm also just like a
we,
loud human.
We don't want to be seen or heard. What is the moment that you can remember that somebody did something and you were like, oh my fucking God, I'm gonna die if they do that again? Like, you liked it so much. Not in like a bad way.
There's something for me with like country girls. My track record of dating, not even just like currently, my track record of dating, even getting married,
Right.
is country women and like the Southern hospitality. I don't know what it is. Like the opening of the doors for me is always like a big thing. Cause I'm like, ooh, they're so hot. I've had a couple where like they had trucks or like bigger vehicles and stuff like that and would like pick me up and set me in it.
Love that. Love that.
Like a kid, you know?
Yeah.
Like loved that.
Yeah. I think it's like you like being taken care of.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. But like I'm
Yeah.
like an independent girlie, so
Yeah.
like let me do what I want. But
But
also,
that's
like,
why.
But like, yeah.
Yeah.
But I do. I love like just a little bit of homegrown at the very least. Like my wife is from like a tiny town out like West Fort Worth. The person I'm talking to right now is a farmer.
Right.
My previous partner was from like East Texas.
Right.
Like
You like the Southern women.
I do. And I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like a little bit of the accent or if it's a little bit of like that Southern hospitality, like deep root, like down to earth, mixed with a little bit of control in it. Like I don't know what it is.
We love it though.
I really couldn't like tell you exactly what it is, but there's certain things where I'm just like, ooh,
Yeah.
ooh, it gets me.
Yeah.
You can ride a horse.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's how I feel about, like, for example, like my girlfriend currently will like speak Spanish to me sometimes. And I'm like, I could literally just die.
I don't know what the fuck you're saying. but
I
keep
don't know
going.
what you're saying, but like it is hot. So I told
you
her
could
one
tell
time.
me about how you like your bacon, and I would be fine with it, even though I'm vegan.
Even though I'm vegan, even though you thought I ate bacon for the
I'm
last
sorry.
however long, it's okay. I forgive you. Yeah, like speaking another language to me, it doesn't really matter what it is. I really prefer Spanish though, because I'm like more familiar with it, so I can kind of like pick up on what somebody is saying, but like not everything. So then it's like mystery. Like, what are they saying?
Praise kink stuff though too, like good girl
Yeah.
in any capacity gets me.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who you are. If you
Yeah.
say it to me, I'm like, like when I got
Yeah.
my piercings done, the girl, because I got like several of them done at once. And every single time she'd be like, oh my gosh, you're doing so great. You're being such a good girl. Like, excellent. And like, she was just doing it because she was like, she's
Yeah.
one of those like, oh, sweetheart ladies. And I was like, she's got to stop calling me a good girl.
You have to stop.
While she pierces my body with needles. Because like the masochism is coming through. And then she's calling me a good girl while I'm in pain.
Praise, kink, and masochism are really just making your piercing
I was-
experience awkward as
I was
fuck.
struggling.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
I've had friends be like, good girl. And I'm like, you can't say that to me. And they're
Don't
like,
say that to me if you want to stay a
"Why?"
friend.
And I'm just like, I will fuck you. Right
Warning.
here. And they're like, ah! And I'm like, I know. Stop.
And they're like immediately like, bad girl.
Like, that doesn't make it better.
No, that's even worse. That's even worse. Yeah, I feel like a praise kink in general, or like, oh my God, I don't know if you've ever been with somebody that's like this, but like somebody that is constantly like protective of you in a way where like they're watching the room or like watching other people. Now I know that you have been with somebody like this because I'm thinking about what I'm saying. The way that you're looking at me.
Correct.
Or like if you're walking down a sidewalk and like they pull you to like,
Oh, they put you in the safe position. Mm-hmm. Yep.
that, like, oh my God, like I'll literally do anything for you if you do that for me.
Yes.
Because I want to shut my fucking brain off.
Would die for you.
Like I'm like a fucking sim out there whenever I'm with somebody like that. I do not think, I do not watch, I do not like do anything. Mm-hmm. I'm just like, da 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 da. Because I'm like, they're keeping me safe.
Oh, yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But I think it's because both of us are like such control freaks so like boss bitch, like
And so
during
used to
the
taking
day.
care of ourselves.
Used to taking care of ourselves,
Yeah.
very independent. And so if we can be with somebody that's like,
Let me do it.
gives us a fucking break,
Yeah.
then it's like, oh my God.
And they don't like ask. They just do.
They just do.
Yeah.
That's another thing. Proactiveness. If you plan dates, if you are a proactive communicator.
That's a big one for me.
Like that is so, if I feel like I'm like doing everything in the relationship and like you're not pulling your weight.
It's exhausting.
It's exhausting. Exactly.
Yeah. And it gets
like,
boring.
I need you to fucking like take charge.
Yeah.
Please take charge.
Please take charge.
Speaking of take charge, also another turn on. When somebody puts both of their hands on either side of your head.
Oh, dead.
And backs you up against a
will
wall.
fall down.
Die.
Yes.
Immediately. In the
Deceased.
best way. Go straight to hell.
Little deaths.
Yes. How do they say that in French?
Little deaths.
Le
Petit mort.
Petit mort.
Petit mort.
Petit mort.
Oui.
I was like, I know you know French.
Je parle français un petit peu.
Stop it. I just told you.
Thoughtfulness in general.
Yeah.
Which like it doesn't have to be extravagant. Like I'm one of my love languages is a little bit like gift giving. Like I like to like if I'm out and I see something, I'm like, oh my God, they like that. Like I did it to you today.
Yeah. Oh my
I
God.
give you that because I saw it and I was like, oh, that's cute and we can
me
match.
Present it to the viewership.
Because I love you. Little Gemini.
I am a
Yeah.
little Gemini.
Yeah.
That was so sweet.
But
Thank you.
like little things like that. Like it's not intentional. It's just like, oh, I thought of you and I grabbed this and here it is
Right.
for you because just because.
It's like you're on their mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like I know you've been going through like having a really hard time or having a really tough day. Let me draw
Yeah.
you a bath.
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
just little things that are like specific to you. Like it's not like they're doing it because it's something that they would do for them. It's because they've been paying attention to you and they know what you like and what works for you. And like if you're going through something or something like that and like it's like kind of taking care of somebody.
Yeah.
Acts of service in general. But that's because that's my like
100%.
turn on love language. Like if you've got that, then you're in the bag. By bag, I mean bed.
No pun intended. I just remembered that my own terminology I came up with for when something is like such a turn on that it makes me feral. And I like now tell my partner I want to sex murder them when they do something. I was like, I have to tell Bridget about this.
It's so funny.
It like makes sense, right?
Yes, it
like
does.
telling somebody you want to sex murder them, that's like so cute. It's adorable. Like, oh, I want to sex murder you right now. I'm like, that's my version of like a really like romantic, cute thing to say.
Yeah. Pet names.
Yeah. I mean, that goes into like honorifics.
No,
and
like
shit.
not even like not honorifics, just like little pet names,
Like, for example.
which also go with my like country girl shit. But like I love being called like honey and dear.
Oh. How do you feel about baby? Is it too late?
It's fine. I love
okay.
it. I also call people baby, so it's not like
Yeah.
it's not weird to me.
I call my friends baby all the time.
Like hun, honey, dear.
yeah. Terms
Like,
of
it's
endearment.
It's a little like old school, like dear, especially. But I'm like, that's so cute. You called me dear.
yeah.
Oh.
Oh. Yeah, I like that too. I like pet names that are like specific to me because it makes me feel special. Like they don't call anybody else that.
I like being special. That's my thing. Like when somebody can make you feel special, that's the hottest thing on earth.
1,000%.
Like if you tell me you're like typically not into something with somebody else, but like I make you want to do that.
Yep.
Thank you.
I feel that way too. Now that you say it, like I can think of moments like in the last year that I've had with people and they've like, I can think of the differences of when they made me feel special or like people that I've dated that it's just been like, you're not like making me feel like this is anything different than like everything else you have going on. And
Yeah.
I'm just like not interested, which is interesting because that brings like a whole other dynamic to like polyamory.
Yeah.
Because like you're not the only one if you're in a polyamorous relationship, usually.
Yeah.
If you're with a polyamorous partner. But it's like there are still so many ways that you can have your own special dynamic with that person, even when they're with other people.
I don't know if this is like a non-monogamous thing or what. Like not. I like protective / like possessiveness, but not in a sense of like a toxic one or
Not
like they're being
jealousy.
insecure and jealous.
Yeah.
It's more of like a you're out. You can do what you want, like do your own thing. People are gonna pay attention to you, kind of thing like that. But like they'll know that you're mine.
Yes.
Like the whole like belonging, like ownership piece is like, it'll be
Yes.
like a little like a touch here or like a come and like whisper in your ear here. Like just the little things. It's very subtle. It's very chill. There's no weird.
I mean, I'm obviously into that because I have my fucking girlfriend's initial on
Initial
my
on your
nail. Yeah.
But yeah.
No, I
like
get
little
it.
things like that.
Yeah. I feel like we have like almost all the same ones.
Probably. I wish I
Yeah.
could think of like weird ones.
Weird turn-ons?
Weird turn-ons. Just like the thing, like outside of the norm.
I feel like one of mine, this might not be that weird, but like the way people laugh, I can get like really turned on by like a specific like laugh.
Is that part of your auditory kink?
I think so.
Probably.
Yeah. I think so. Like the way, well, voices, number one. Mm-hmm. Like the way someone's voice sounds. Like I really like raspy voices.
Yeah.
Or like,
taste in things like music.
yes.
You have to actually have good taste.
Yeah.
If you send me like a playlist of something that like maybe it's good to you, but like there's no variety or like good shit on it, I'm gonna judge you.
Yeah.
And maybe be like,
In like a nice way, but like,
yeah.
in like a, ooh, maybe
I love
not
it when
for me
people
way.
send me like songs that make me think of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sending
Or
me
that they
music
think
is
that I'd
like
like.
my love language.
Yeah.
Like send me
Just out of
fucking
the blue.
music.
Like I
Yeah.
haven't asked for it. They're just like, here.
Yeah.
Love that.
100%. Another one is when somebody is good around your family. That is like a turn on to me. Like if somebody can like actually be, not necessarily my parents, but my siblings. Like if somebody can like banter with them and like have a good time with them and like make them feel comfortable and like
Not be
fit
a weirdo.
in with them. Yeah, I'm like, oh, I want to marry you. I love it. But I'm also the oldest of like 7 kids.
Yeah.
So my siblings like mean the fucking world to me.
Yeah.
So it's like a big deal if they can like feel like the person I'm with is like treating them well and like they get along with them and
Yeah.
all of that. Head massages,
Massages, anything.
literally
All of it.
everything.
Like,
Yeah.
if you have an issue with feet, go away. I want you to rub mine.
As you're rubbing your own feet together.
No, my foot's just squeaking.
It is squeaking.
Masks that like will paint your nails for you or pay for your nails to get done.
I don't think I've ever had that.
Either?
It's never really been a thing. No. I mean, it could be, but it's not currently. Have you had that? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Not for the paying for stuff per se. Well,
But like
sort
painting your nails?
Sort of. That's a weird new world that I'm trying to navigate.
Yeah.
But like the painting, like they'd be like, "Oh, can I paint your nails? Like your toes or something?"
That's really cute.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. I think that goes in with thoughtfulness though.
Yeah.
Like little things.
Yeah.
Like that.
I really like skin tracing. So like if I'm like going to sleep and somebody is like,
Yeah.
let me just
Don't
like,
get me started. Obsessed.
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 We talked about this in the orgasm episode a little bit.
Love skin tracing.
Yeah. Skin tracing and massages.
Yeah. I go catatonic.
Huge
Gone.
turn on. Yeah.
Goodbye.
I feel like for me, another thing, your politics can either be a turn on or turn off. Like your belief system for me.
Yep.
Like if I feel like your moral compass is fucking whack and like you don't think that like people have a right to like clean water and healthcare and all of that, then we're probably not going to get along.
I have an ick.
What is it?
Forced vocal fry.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? Oh my god.
Yeah, it's bad.
I hate it.
It's really bad.
I hate it.
That's what I was telling you earlier.
You either have it or you don't.
You either have it or you don't.
Or you don't.
And if you don't, then just don't.
Don't force it.
Don't. Yeah. It's weird when like you know what somebody sounds like and then you know what they don't sound like.
For those of you who can't see us, we have little lightning bolts that are bouncing between our brains because we're having an entire conversation outside of this conversation.
We really are. There's only so much we can say on the podcast,
But yeah.
anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We get it. Oh my god, when people change like your name in their phone
To what?
to like a
Anything?
pet name or anything. Like
Okay.
like we know what yours is in my phone.
Yours is boring as fuck in my phone.
Yeah, I
because-
know, because you don't love me.
No, it's because everyone that has a pet name in my phone has changed it themselves.
You are that bitch Lilith in my phone.
I love that.
And your girlfriend is Baby Rocker Cam. And Kayla, she doesn't know this. Kayla,
We love you.
I love you. This is our love affair. We've already decided this. I have Kayla, aka my smooshy,
You're
because I just want
smushy.
to smush your face all the time.
Kayla is Kayla, father, son, and Ho, spelt Hoe, Lee Spirit.
Mine is
in my
wholesome.
phone.
Yours is not.
No, she made it that.
But that makes sense. I think that wraps up
Yeah.
at least turn-ons and icks for us. I'm
Yeah.
sure there are a million more. My brain's just dead. If you have icks, turn-ons that you want to share, send them to us.
Yeah.
I would love to hear some like completely weird off the walls.
I want to
ones
hear
that
your
people
weirdest
have.
ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like tell us your weird ones.
Yeah.
Be a weirdo. Tell us. Spicy drama.
I have a spicy trauma that was submitted today.
I have one too. I'll let you go
Okay.
first.
Okay, perfect. This one's a really fun
I'll
one.
read mine. Mine's long.
Okay. This one is short, but
Okay.
it's really funny. It was submitted by one of our male listeners. He wanted to tell us about the first time he got his red wings, but didn't know it.
No, no.
So apparently he is dating this girl, right? And she loves him going down on her. And so they're doing their thing, right? And he's down there, everything's good. And then Success. I'm assuming she comes and then
Hooray!
he comes up and then she does something that she's never done before. And she grabs both of his cheeks in her hands and says something like, "Good job," something along those lines. And he's kind of like, that's like a little different, I guess. Doesn't think anything else of it though. They go about their day. A week later, she comes back and is like, "Hey, remember when I did this to you, when I grabbed your cheeks? I was on my period, but the lights were off, so you didn't know. And I didn't tell you because what you were doing felt so good that I didn't want you to stop. But when you came up, I did that because you had blood on your face.
Ah.
And I didn't want you to go to the bathroom to see it."
Later.
A whole week later, she withheld the information. And so he very non-consensually got his red wings. I don't really know how he feels about it fully, but it seems like it was maybe a little traumatic.
Core memory.
In the retelling. It
core
seemed a little
memory.
it seemed a little traumatic.
It's like one of the red orbs
Yeah.
up or inside out in
So-
the core memories. Literally and figuratively.
PSA, if you are going to have somebody go down on you and you're on your period, you should probably let them know.
Yeah.
You should probably tell them, you know?
Consent is nice.
Yeah. I was like, "Did you taste the blood?" And he was like, "No."
Oh. Weird.
Yeah.
I'm not really into Red Wings.
There are some people that are really into it.
Oh, I know. Because I remember I've dated somebody who was into blood play. And so, like, that was their
Yeah.
thing. It's like a fucking murder scene.
I have something to tell you.
I don't know how that person just got away with, like, it here.
Yeah. No,
it
that's
must have been,
crazy.
like, early on or, like, at
It
the
must
end or
have not
something,
been a
like,
lot. Yeah.
Because it'd be a fucking murder scene.
Because you would think that you couldn't wipe everything away with your fingers.
Certainly not.
No. If there was a lot, if it was just a little bit, maybe.
Yeah. Can I tell you mine?
Tell me yours.
It's very on par with, like, Icks
Okay.
for today.
Perfect.
Okay. The story. I'm hooking up with a guy who has made it clear that he is in a non-monogamous relationship with a woman.
Is this from a man's perspective or woman's?
Yes.
Okay.
He is. However, only allowed to play with men one-on-one. This is from a guy.
Okay.
We've hung out a couple of times and have hooked up before, but this time I could tell that he was really into something a bit more verbal. So as I'm giving him head, he's telling me to deep throat him, take all of me.
Okay.
So me being the actor that I am, because we love our actor friends, I play along and reply, "Oh yeah, is it mine?" And in a stern voice, he scolds me and says, "No, it's not yours. It's my girlfriend's. You can borrow it though."
Right. Sir.
Right?
We were just playing, like everything was friendly.
Right? I take the note, shake it off, and continue. A few minutes later, he says, "Fuck, you're sucking me better than my girl." And I say,
Not that.
"Oh yeah, I bet she doesn't do what I can do." And he scolds me again. and basically tells me to not talk about his girl like that.
What?
Like, what the fuck? I was giving him the fantasy that I thought he wanted. So weird. Either way, I stayed. We fucked in silence. Haven't seen him since.
God damn.
So
Talk about mixed messages.
It's like, oh, you do this better than my girlfriend, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Like demeaning his own girlfriend. Then the second he's like, oh, yeah, is it mine? I do it better than your girl. I bet I can do this better than your girl. He's like, fuck you. No, you can't talk about my girlfriend like that. I can do that.
I was going to say it's that whole thing that men do, like that ownership thing where they're like, I could treat my woman like shit, but you can't. Yeah.
Which, like, good for you, but also, like,
But like this poor guy was just like
confusing.
he was trying to like it was like kind of like a role play scenario that he was trying to get into, and like he just got fucking shut down
every single time.
Wow,
Wild, but so funny.
That's so funny. The scolding during sex, or the scolding while you're taking someone's dick down your throat. Unless it's scolding that you've asked for, feels rude to me.
And it wasn't like hot scolding. It was like
No.
It was like very like, no, you can't fucking do that.
Yeah, it's like, oh,
take it harder, bitch. Like
I would have bit his dick off. I would have.
But yeah, it was so good. It was
Wow.
So good.
Thank you for that submission, listener.
Thank you. You're the best.
That was amazing.
So good.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Can
Well,
you
this
imagine?
was no, I actually can't. I've never had anything like that happen to me during sex.
Yeah.
Knock
Wild.
on wood. I don't have any fucking wood to knock on.
On our noggins.
Yeah, that's wood
Beautiful.
enough. Everybody, if you have more spicy trauma, please submit them.
Send it our way.
Send it our way.
It's so much fun to hear what other people have gone through.
I was gonna say, if we have this many stories, like there have to be other people out there that have like crazy shit.
Yeah.
Like we want to hear your craziest shit.
We'll keep it anonymous. Nobody
will.
ever has to know. We will take it to our graves.
We will.
Seriously.
Yep.
So,
We will only tell each other.
yeah. Only each other and the rest of the world, but no names. But no, we love you guys. We love the fuck out of you guys, clearly. Thank you for
Clearly.
joining us. Hope you have a very spicy, trauma-filled rest of your day,
Week, life,
year, whatever.
century.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Afterlife.
Go for
It's
it.
spooky season.
It is spooky season.
spooky season.
Happy Halloween. Happy early
Yeah.
Halloween.
Go forth and have a happy Halloween. Be good.
Or don't.
We won't.
We won't.
Yay. Never are. Oh. I know
That
you
was
have a
the
hard
clap.
time with high fives.
No, I don't. I have a hard time clapping my own hands together.
Really?
It's hard.
That's it?
Yeah.
That was
It doesn't
clap.
It doesn't make a sound. That was like the best one I've ever done.
Proud of you.
Thank you. All right, goodbye.
Bye. If you like today's episode, follow us on social media at Trauma Bondage Pod. Follow Beth at Dancing Gemini and at Bethany Nicole, and Brigitte at Your Fave Femme. If voyeurism is your kink, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Trauma Bondage Podcast, and subscribe to us on Patreon at patreon.com/traumabondagepod.
We have several tiers with bonus content, access to our private Discord server, merch, and other titillating perks. If you know, you know. Production by Wolfstar.
Production assistance by Misery Cord.
Special thanks to Details by Annalise for set design, D. Dumpy for music, and Noelle's art for artwork.